Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we're talking about Rick and Morty Season 7, Episode 8. Only 2 episodes left, and this episode wasn't bad, but it wasn't really that good either. So we start on the Letter Planet, and, showing iced tea turning into water tea, and then we have a bunch of numbers from the Number Planet. They killed his father, did all this crazy war stuff, and yeah, there's some cool action. Letters versus numbers, just beating the crap out of each other. And then we have some sort of prophecy thing, which is AZ. Looks like a weird kind of T and a backwards J. BZ minus CZ. And he's like, all right, we'll go to Mr. Golden. I think it's Mr. Goldenfield or something, the Morty's math teacher. This brings us into the preview with, Morty listening to hip-hop. And he's like, oh, hip-hop never solved anything. And then here comes iced tea / water tea. There's actually not an intro in this episode. I think this is the only episode that they either forgot to put an intro in it, or they just never put an intro in it, because there legitimately was not an intro in this. It was basically Adult Swim, and then here's the episode. Maybe it was like a couple seconds too long, so they cut the intro. But there is no intro. I was waiting for there to be an intro, because I remember watching this. I was like, I gotta go use the bathroom real quick here. Then I was waiting for the intro to go do that, and it didn't happen. So, yeah. So then the numbers invade Earth, going after Water T and P, and he keeps saying this stupid P joke. Here's number 7 saying that they're a coward. Number 7 is like the second in command of the number world. Behind number 0. Number 0 is her father. So maybe her mom is number 8 or something, or her dad, or I don't know if they're gender specific. Who the heck knows? Yeah, they're letters and numbers. So we get a little bit of history with Ice-T saying that he didn't really know what he was doing, and then it was like, okay, do 4/4 time. And if you're a musician, you know what that is. If not, this is a reference to Back to the Future. That reference I do actually get, because I have seen the Back to the Future movies. It's like, this is your cousin Marvin. And then it's this whole thing with Ice-T and like I feel like they got away from all the main characters. Like Morty doesn't even need to really be in this whatsoever. He's just kind of along for the ride. But literally no other main characters besides that. It's kind of okay, here's Mr. Math Teacher and here's Water Tea going on here. So Alphabetrium, there we go, that's the name of the thing. So they brought it back. Then apparently there's this Oxygen S dude. I don't know why it's Oxygen and S. I didn't fully understand that. But this dude is a betrayer. He betrays the numbers. They end up on this random planet. Ice-T saves number 7 here. They're trying to figure out the secret of this necklace that was on his father, because nobody figured it out. There's all these little scribbles and doodles and things that are the origin of numbers and letters both. And then there's the kind of like a Ewok party type thing. They're referencing Star Wars in here. Mr. Goldenfold, okay. Then we find out that Mr. Goldenfold is talking about how he's going to be referenced when he wins the Grammy. Whatever the heck music award thing. He doesn't reference anybody. And then the president ends up kicking him out, and he was like, so my dreams faded away. Like so many erections. That might have been the funniest line in the whole thing. So then we have Ice-T and number 7 getting it on. And that seems to unlock some power or something. It seems to be unlocking some power. We find out that the S dude is actually number 8. So I wonder if he is also related to number 7, because, well, actually, maybe not. It would have to be, 0 would have had to have gone after another 7 or something. I don't even know. Why am I thinking about this? I also don't understand what this thing is. This little square dude, like, he's like the hype man. Maybe he's a dot. Oh, he's a decimal. I bet you he's a decimal. That's what I bet you he is supposed to represent. That would make sense because numbers. So yeah, they get captured. Talking about how his dad was unappreciative of him. Number 8 actually is the betrayer, grabs the necklace there, puts it in the thing, ends up becoming Infinity, kills Zero, tells number 7, you're my general, and she's like, well, yeah, my father was kind of a piece of crap, so sure. Then Infinity goes on a rampage and just starts killing everyone, basically. So he just starts killing numbers and letters, everybody, because he's kind of a combination of both, I guess. He's got metal powers, killing everybody. Yup, he was saying that Oxygenesis plan actually killed your father too. He was like, no, that was just random. He was like, no, that was all part of the plan. Then they end up rapping as well. And then they're shooting at him, all the crazy action stuff. It's kind of a rehash of Get Swifty in a way, because like music ends up saving the day. You can hear it in my voice. I wasn't too big on this episode. But, yeah, so he becomes Magma-T. His father, like, Force Ghost type deal, becomes Magna-T, gives him the thing back, and then here comes a giant golden gun. That may be a reference to GoldenEye, not really sure. Shoots Infinity, he blows up, and then him and number 7 get it on. And then we have Morty here. He's like, oh yeah, math is so great. Awesome, I love math. All this stuff. And I don't know if this was like meant to make you like math, but like math was one of my rougher subjects. I was good with math up until I started putting letters in there. And then they kind of lost me. Trigonometry was pretty rough. Calculus was pretty rough. I was not a fan, needless to say. It got really hard, and I never used it for anything. So, yeah, fun. Then we also have Ice-T doing some math as well, handing it in. And he finally got his homework. Magma-T. Yep. And he gets an F. So, finally, Mr. Goldenfold finally gets his homework. He gets an F. And then we have Ice Cube of the Geometrons, where he's like actually a cube, and he's like, we need your help. And then he's like, okay. So then we have Magma-T and Ice Cube in Challenge of the Geometrons. So we might get another one of these weird episodes in the future. It's kind of, I don't know. I just didn't really care for this episode. It didn't really do, I mean, it was kind of like a, here's some movie references, here's some action shots. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't really great either. I would say like a 6 out of 10. Probably a 6 out of 10. Definitely one of the weaker episodes this season. I mean, it's kind of hard when you put like the best episode in the middle of the season and wrap up a huge part of the story. It's kind of hard to go places from there, I would say. When you wrapped up the whole Rick Prime thing a few episodes back. I hope the next 2 episodes are a little bit better, because I guess they had a guest appearance of Ice-T in here. And then I don't know who voices Mr. Goldenfold, but yeah, I hate that. That's the best way I can describe this episode. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it was kind of in the middle. Maybe I missed something. I don't know. I'm curious what your thoughts are, but I did not particularly care for this episode all that much. Was it the worst episode this season? That Jerry Rick episode might have been, I think, is worse than this episode. I didn't like that episode either. But they can't all be winners. That's what it comes down to, is they can't all be winners. Hopefully, episode 9 and 10 will be better. That's really all I can say about that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit that subscribe button, share, like, notification bell. Next couple episodes, my guess is it's probably just going to be a random Rick and Morty adventures. I don't think we're going to get any more like actual storyline stuff in the season. Maybe next season, who knows? We still technically have like 3 seasons after this at the minimum. So there it is. There you have it. Thank you for watching. And as always, have a good one.